Okay, so there is a practice that happens with some frequency in a matrimonial sale, otherwise known as a divorced couple selling their home, where each party, each soon to be ex spouse, wants their own real estate agent. That's perfectly fine, and sometimes it's a great idea, especially if the two are getting divorced and they don't see eye to eye. However, there is one red flag to watch out for when this practice is employed, and that is if each person has their own agent and they are from different companies, which is perfectly permitted. We've seen plenty of listings where, ABC Realty is listing broker number one, and Joe Blow Realty is listing broker number two. It's permitted, it's allowed, the functionality exists. But I will tell you, buyer agents will know that this is probably a divorce when those circumstances are present. And the best practice for anyone in a divorce selling their matrimonial home is to keep that fact confidential. So while you want to have a representative for each person, the best thing to do is to have them both work for the same brokerage. And that way, it just looks like two agents are co-listing as a team and not a red flag for a divorce. Once again, with a matrimonial sale, you do not want the confidentiality of the seller compromised, even in this market. Because remember, the bidding process is only one part of the transaction. Once the house is under contract, the buyer no longer has any competition. And if they can exert leverage, oftentimes they will. That means they can bully you with closing dates, or they can make unreasonable demands if something is a little pear-shaped at the walkthrough, or they may try and press their advantage on something else, like, for example, home and garden furniture, equipment, appliances, things of that nature. All kinds of things can go pear-shaped once a buyer knows that the seller is a divorcing couple. And you don't want to give that away right away by co-listing with two separate brokerages. It doesn't happen all the time. Separate brokerages can just be because they couldn't make up their mind or whatever, but oftentimes that is a red flag for divorce, and you don't want that out there. Keep it confidential and watch those red flags.